Alright guys, it's time to do a game preview here, and this time it's the first game of a playoff series between the Habs and the Leafs. And holy cow, it's been a long time since I've done one of these game previews. Jeez, I almost forgot what to do here. Don't panic, junkie, don't panic. But hey, if you're new around here, grab yourselves a beer and park that ass on a chair, as we're about to take a look at the projected lineups of both teams and just, shoot some shit against the wall and see what sticks about both of these teams heading into their first playoff matchup against one another since, year 251 BC. But first, before we begin, if you guys are a fan of the Habs or just hockey in general, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload hockey content daily and would really enjoy if you guys decided to tag along for the ride. And hey, just for fun, take a stab at predicting the score down there in the old comments section, okay? If somebody can predict the score for tonight's game and get it right, I will pin your comment to the top and give you guys a shout out in the game review for this one tomorrow. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for is here, okay? This series was long overdue. We have all wanted to see this for many years, and the time has finally come. And the playoffs, holy shit, they are a different animal. Sometimes it's the most unlikeliest of heroes that decides to show up. Your Dale Weiss or your Brandon Proust. And the boys, they're really gonna have to give it their stall. Or, give it their all. So which players will be the biggest surprise here during round one of the playoffs between these two? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, but the anticipation is killing me. So let's talk about both of these teams heading into this series, and we'll start things off by flinging some poop, angry monkey style, at the Habs. Cause this was a team that fooled us all at the beginning of the year, okay? Things were looking good. The Habs, everything was grand. They were amongst the top in the division. January was freaking leavable. They could roll 4 lines, they could score on the power play, they could score shorthanded, but then, out of nowhere, something happened. The calendar. Yeah, the damn calendar changed. And all of a sudden, things went from really good to really bad. And it hasn't really changed since. Because since January ended, the Habs looked average at best, okay? They struggled, they got some injuries, they were inconsistent, they had quite a few adversities, and just looked whack. So hey, it's technically the start of a new season, lots of injured players are back, so yeah, let's hope this changes today, in the month of May. Cause hey, it rhymed, so I went there. Wait, what? Now moving on to the Toronto Maple Leafs, and they are the juggernauts here, okay? Everybody has these guys penciled in to win this series. Even Eric Engels. Like, what the hell, bro? Come on. Did John Lou pick the Leafs? Somebody tell me. Tell me what John Lou said. I need to know. Anyway, not much to be said here about the Leafs, because hey, they started out strong, they finished strong, they are strong. They've got elite talent, superstar players in Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner on their top line, and if you manage to, somehow contain these guys, then you still gotta deal with the rest of the lineup. I mean, line 2 has John Tavares and Free Willy Nylander there. So yeah, not an easy task by no stretch of the imagination. So, now that we're already talking about the lines for the Leafs, let's go ahead and have a little peekaboo at these lines here, shall we? Starting off with the Leafs here, and Shazam! Look at that shit! That is scary as hell. It's like pulling down your significant other's pants and finding something that you were not expecting to find at all. Cut! So, the very first line is the most dangerous line. I mean, obviously, this consists of Austin Matthews centering Zach Hyman, who is back in the lineup, and Mitch Marner. And, I don't know how the Habs are going to have an answer for these guys, as they have been dynamite the entire season. So, just hope and pray. One thing's for sure, the Habs are going to have to play physical against this line. Moving on to line number 2, who is, no slouch either. We've got John Tavares centering Nick Foligno and Free Willy Nylander. And this is probably going to be where the bulk of their offense comes from, okay? These top 6 players, you gotta look the hell out. Moving on down to the third line, we've got newcomer Riley Nash, now slotted in as the third line center on this team between Ilya Mikheyev and Alexander Kerfoot. And of course, we've got the old as balls line down there, with Jason Spezza centering Joe Thornton and Wayne Simmons, and let's hope that somehow this is a matchup that works out for the Habs. The fourth line versus the fourth line. I assume the Habs are going to roll Byron, Evans, and Lehkonen against these guys, and they've got a lot of speed. So let's hope that, somehow Lehkonen, Evans, and Byron doesn't miss the net every opportunity they get like they've done throughout the season. Moving on to the defense, we've got Morgan Rielly paired with TJ Brody, Jake Muzzin, and Justin Hall. And I think it's going to be Travis Dermott with Zach Bogosian here, as Bogosian has been practicing with the team of late, and he's wearing a full contact jersey now, so pretty sure this is where shit changes. And of course, Jackie Chan Campbell will be in net for the Leafs. Moving on, let's take a look at the Habs' projected lines for tonight's game. And the very first line has been reunited with Phil Deneau centering Thomas Tatar and Brendan Gallagher. And the assignment of these guys is going to be to shut down the Austin Matthews line. Yeah, not an easy task at all. The second line, we've got Nick Suzuki centering Tyler Toffoli and Yoel Armia, and these guys are likely going to be going up against the John Tavares line. So let's see how that goes. For the third line, we've got Eric Stahl somehow centering Corey Perry and Josh Anderson. These guys are big. Two of these guys are slow. One is extremely fast. And it doesn't take long to distinguish who I'm talking about here. It's like picking out the leader in North Korea when you just say, look for the fat one. And the fourth line, we've got Jake Evans between Paul Byron and Arturi Lehkonen. Moving on to the defense pairings, we've got Yoel Edmondson paired up with Jeff Petrie. We've got Britt Kulak paired up with Ben Sherratt, and John the Bomb Joe Dirt Mural paired up with Shea Weber. And of course, Carey Price is in net. So let's see if he can carry the Habs through the playoffs. And yeah, it's a fresh slate here. So let's see who the heroes are going to be and who the zeros are going to be. Don't forget to predict the score in the comments section, and hey, I'll see you next time.